Hey guys, welcome back. So I don't ever realize how white my face looks until I get on camera. So we're gonna start this tutorial off the same way we start off all of our tutorials. We're gonna prep our face, and I couldn't find my brush, so I had to use my finger, which I was not excited about because, like I tell you guys, it gets stuck underneath my nails and I'm just not a fan. So I start with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Face Base, then we're gonna do a little Makeup Forever Skin Equalizer in number 2, which is the smoothing one. I'm out of tissues. And then we're gonna do a little bit of the Makeup Forever HD foundation in the color 155 because it is matching my self tanner pretty good right now. Don't drop it. I just like to dot it all over my face, and then I'm going to blend it out with this ItCosmetics brush, which I still don't think I've looked up the name yet, but I will have it in the bottom bar of this video. I think I said it in the last video and I didn't put it in the bottom bar, so apologies. And I just want to say, in real life, the color difference from my neck to face when I'm not wearing makeup doesn't look as extreme. So that's why I was a little shocked when I got on here, because sometimes I get on here and I'm like, oh my god, it looks like I'm wearing a white mask. But in real life, it doesn't look so intense. Brows, I did those off cam because I nobody got time for that. So we are going to move on to the eyes, and I'm going to use the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and the first color we're going to work in our crease is Solas, which is described as an espresso brown. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this color to the outer corner and the crease of my eye, blending it as I go. I'm working with small amounts of color so that we don't overdo it way too fast. Following Solas, I'm going to add a little bit of Samel on top. I'm going to put all the names in the bottom bar because I do feel like I'm butchering them. This color has a beautiful like reddish undertone to it, which I love. I'm packing this on the outer corner and in the crease as well, and then taking a clean brush to just blend all the edges out so we don't have any harsh lines. Going into Sytry, which is like a chocolatey brown, I'm going to take a pencil brush and just keep this on the outer corner of my eye, taking a clean brush to just blend the color out so it's not like so harsh just sitting there in the corner of your eye. But using the pencil brush just helps me to be a little more precise with everything. Going back into Samel, I'm going to buff a little bit more of this onto the outer corner of my eye and up into the crease, and kind of like right in the inner corner crease, like right underneath my brow, to just get a lot of dimension in there. Going in with Starry Eyed from Makeup Geek, this is one of their foiled shadows. I'm just using it dry, and I'm packing it on with a MAC 242 just to the center of the lid. You can stay away from the inner corner and the outer corner so much because we're going to pack a little more shadow onto those areas in a second. Going back into Sytry, we're going to pack this on the inner corners and the outer corners of your lids, my lids, your lids, whoever's lids. I was using this fluffy brush at first, but then I wasn't like getting the color that I wanted. It was good for blending out the edges and blending it into the foiled shadow, but I went back into the same color and used it on this little tiny brush from ItCosmetics just to really pack the color on and then blend it out a little more. Time for lashes. I'm using these by Social Eyes. They are in Vixen. I love these. So similar to MAC 35s, but you don't need to curl them. They're amazing. To conceal and highlight, I'm going to use a little combo of first the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. I like this because it's a little thicker, but it's a little light right now. And then on top of that, I'm going to put the Maybelline FitME because it just blends out easier and it would add a little bit darkness back to the brightness under there. And then I'm going to blend it out with this Duo Fiber Brush from Real Techniques. I love it. I found it at Ulta, I believe. after I have most of my blending done, I like to go back in with the ItCosmetics brush and just push everything in to make sure that there's no excess product left over from the Duo Fiber brush. And then before I set, I like to just look up one more time, get any creasing out, and then go ahead and set. Today I'm going to use the Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to use these two colors, which will be listed down below because I can't remember them right now. And then I'm going to set the rest of my face with this powder foundation by Smashbox. For contouring, I'm going to use these two shades, which are Shadowplay in the middle and Subconscious on the outer left or right. I don't know what side it was on. You guys know my technique. I like to first carve everything out with this Morphe brush and then go in and thicken it up and blend everything out with the Real Techniques contour brush. Taking Infatuation by Makeup Geek, I'm going to pop this on the apples of our cheeks, and then for highlight, I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Compact Shine On in number 3. And then you blend until your arm falls off. And I did add a little bit of banana powder underneath my contour because I felt like it looked a little sloppy, so it just cleans it up for me. I'm just going to touch up the lids one more time before we go into our lower lid, so I'm just going to do all the same things. I'm going to pack on the chocolatey brown color to the outer corners. We're going to retouch up that highlight in the middle, which is Starry Eyed from Makeup Geek. Just anything that just needs to be intensified before we move on. For my brow highlight, I'm going to use this concealer from Anastasia. I don't know, I've just been into the concealer for highlight. I think it looks more natural and it kind of just cleans up your shadows if you go a little too high, like I tend to do. Dipping back into Solas, we're going to run this first underneath our, well, this is the first color we're going to run underneath our lash line, and I'm using the Shade and Light brush, the pencil side, which is amazing. Going under there again with Samel, I'm just kind of running all the colors that we use on our upper lid on our lower lash line. And tell me this is not the truest me you've ever seen. Taking Show, I'm running that underneath as well, and the brush that I'm using is just a Makeup Geek fluffy brush to really blur the lines, and yeah, I kept getting shadow in my eye. Not fun. I'm taking just a little bit of Starry Eye to just put right in the middle. You don't really see it until you look up, which just gave it like a greasy look, which I liked. Apply mascara to your lower lashes and your top lashes, and we're moving on to lips in 1 second after this clip right here. Nice. I'm going to use a Strip Down from MAC to just line my lips and fill them in as well. And to finish it off, I'm going to use Taupe by MAC to put right on top so it's just a little smoother and not as drying. After that, this look is complete. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't have anything else to say except I love you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!